Hi, hello, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to VCC Connection. I'm Bob, and it's a new year, so welcome. That being said, I just want to share some thoughts with you that I've been experiencing lately. I'm going to first read from Isaiah 50, verse 4. It says, "The Lord God has given me the tongue of disciples, that I may know how to sustain the weary one with a word. He awakens me morning by morning. He awakens my ear to listen as a disciple." And then jump up to 2 Timothy 4, verse 2. It says this, "Preach the word, be ready in season and out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with great patience and instruction." Well, something happened recently. I was able to go to a conference in Florida, and we ended up praying for a lot of leaders down there in an organization. And I was a little apprehensive going down because, will I have the right words or prayers or whatever? But the Lord's been reminding me, in season or out of season, as a disciple of the Lord, studying, reading over the years, or as our young friend would say, over the decades, it gets put in here. And so He awakens me to be ready for whatever He's saying or doing. I think the word that would fit is pay attention to what you see. Pay attention. Even driving home yesterday, I felt like the Lord said, pay attention. So I was looking as I drove, and I saw two hawks sitting, on the telephone poles or whatever. Now, for most people, they go, so what? But that's how the Lord's been training my wife and I for years. Do you see the hawk? It's generally not seen by most people, but you watch. So in prayer, when you're praying for somebody, it says, pay attention. What's happening? What's the person doing? What's the little thought that comes into your mind as you pray? Or the subtle shift that a person makes as you pray for them. And as I did that and gave expression to that, things happened. And what's exciting is, I saw something happen, and I said, oh, by the way, and I said something to this person, and others gathered around and they prayed for this person. Later, she said, I was walking down in the airport to the plane, and I wasn't limping anymore. There was no pain. Paying attention, giving expression to it, declaring what the Lord is doing. Let someone else enter into that declaration, and then God moves. So it's giving a word in season. Just giving a little word. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to study over and over and over again. Just express what the Lord's put on your heart. It says, bubble, bubble, bubble. It comes out. And it brings relief, brings healing, brings encouragement. And the last part of 2 Timothy, it says, with great patience and instruction. And I saw that happen too when I was praying for people. Sometimes you pray and you have to wait. And wait. And wait. And ask the person, what's the Lord doing? And wait for an answer. And sometimes the person will say, oh, the pain's gone. Or I'm at peace. Or now I have confidence. Oh, I know what I have to do. And as an observer, I wouldn't know what God's saying to him. But He's saying, be patient. Watch and observe what I'm doing. So whether you think you're ready for it or not, speak what I give you to speak. Share, but don't go beyond what I told you to share. And that was great encouragement to me. Because in that process, things I had worried about, I backed up and said, okay, I don't need to worry about it. And I saw God do amazing things with other people And I got to witness it. And I thought that was so wonderful. The Lord allowed me to see faith moving in other people, and somehow He imparted some of that to me. So as a disciple of Christ, pay attention, listen, and don't be afraid to go where He tells you to go or to say what He tells you to say, even if it sounds too simple, because a key is very simple and it unlocks the doors, and then the person can open it. So I pray that this year will be a year that you will see the Lord move mightily in your life and touch others mightily, and you will be at great peace because the Lord has given you eyes of the learned. You have the tongue of the learned because you've been a disciple of Jesus Christ. So I bless you now and say, as it was said years ago at one great outpouring of the Lord, more Lord. So for you, I say, more Lord. What the Lord is doing in your life, I say, more Lord. Bless you in Jesus' name.